Nice. Welcome to Real Kiwi Fishing. This week, me and Jen are back out on the harbour in the little FC. You hold them. And we're just going to try for a few gurnard, but we were hoping for a couple of nice end of winter snapper or early spring snapper, and Jen's just hooked up on one. Nearly let it go. She did. Let it go. Oh well. But that's the plan today, is to hopefully get into a few gurnard and hopefully a couple of little snapper like that, or bigger ones. That was a nice fish, probably around that 45. So hopefully get a few more of those, and hope you guys enjoy. Hooked up. Not sure what it is. Could be a nice snapper, hopefully. Try not to let this one go like Jen let hers go. Thought it was a gurnard at first, but it's behaving like a snapper. Could be a shark. It's a snapper, it's not a bad fish. It feels like a snapper actually. You can feel it rubbing across its teeth. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice fish. It's not a bad fish. It's pretty much what we're after. Some of those early spring snapper. Make sure I keep hold of this one, and like somebody dropping this, just get him out of his misery. It's a nice harbour fish, just coming into spring, early spring, late winter. I'll hopefully get a couple of these, probably pick up a few gurnard. Yeah, he's a nice little fish. Feels like a gurnard this time, which would be great. Nice snapper before, and hopefully a nice gurnard. Oh, another little snapper. It's a bit small for what we normally take, but he's definitely takeable. He'd be around that sort of 35. Fish are just starting to come on the bite. It's getting near that top of the tide. We'll actually take this one. Won't be a lot of snapper around. He's about 35. way takeable. They're 27 centimeters out here, but you know, if he was that size, we'd throw him back. But want a couple to take home, and we're only here for a couple of hours, so we'll take him. Ooh, right on your line. What we'll do is we'll just double check. Just make sure. There you go. Nose on the front. He's just on that 35, just below the 35. So way takeable. For out here, that's 27 centimeters way down here. Way too small. Like to keep that sort of 35 and up. The fish are just starting to come on the bite. Been here for a while, so we'll get some more baits in. Hopefully get a couple of gurnard. It actually felt like a gurnard. I thought it was a gurnard actually, but getting quite small bites. And what I've noticed is they're actually snapper. They're not hungry, they're not grabbing, they're not aggressive. Just little taps. Just got a strike on them. Let's get another bait in. Hooked up again. Oh, it's actually a little Kiwi this time, which isn't too bad. Some fresh bait with some bigger snapper, hopefully. So just remember, even though it's just going to be a bait fish for bait, still get him out of his misery. Don't just chuck him in the bin alive. So got him in the brain there, and he's done. Hooked up again. This one feels like another Kiwi, a little bit bigger. No, he's a big gurnard. He's actually not hooked in the mouth, he's hooked in, oh, gone. He was actually hooked in the side of the gut, in the wing, which is a bit of a bummer. Should have probably netted it, but hey, can't win them all. Feels like another snapper. They're very few and far between, so you really got to make them count. It's another nice fish, like that last one, I think. Pretty similar. It's quite nice to know that there's actually snapper turning up in the harbour here. Another nice fish coming up. They're not huge fish, but they're nice fish.
Oh man.
Here's another nice fish. Getting close to that 50 centimeters, I'd say. That's the hard thing. They seem to be biting very, very softly. They actually feel like a bait fish half the time. And as you can see, they're not a bait fish. It's a nice fish. go. Another nice fish for the bin. Gives us 3 snapper. Jen dropped one early this morning. We thought that was going to be it. They've actually sort of come on to the bite.
Yeah. Sorry.
Had another one biting on the other line there. Yeah, another nice little fish. What we'll do is we'll give them a measure, see how big these fish are. And there you go, like I was saying, he's got his nose on the board there. And he's coming down to that 50 centimetres. So yeah, some nice fish. Probably got a couple of 50s there in the bin already. So yeah, a little bit slow, but this time of year that's how it is. They'll come across our baits sort of every now and then, and you really got to be ready. Got to take your chance while they're here. Just get those baits in, and you should pick up a few fish like that. Hopefully we'll get a few gurnard as well. Another grab on this one. Looks like a car white. Or hopefully a gurnard. You just never know. It might even be another snapper. Which it's starting to feel like. How's that? Got the little Okuma Citrix. This little bait caster reel. Quite a cool little reel. Feels a little bit like a donkey snapper. Not sure where that burley line is. These are nice fish. It's a solid fish. Yeah.
Holy moly.
How's that for a solid winter snap in the harbour? It's a nice harbour fish. Jen's hooked up at last. Hopefully she doesn't let this one go. Actually having a good day on the snapper. Wasn't too sure if they were here in the harbour yet, but they have turned up for us. Another nice little snapper there. There you go. Another nice little snapper. He's probably around that 40 centimetres. We'll put him in the bin. We've got about 3 in the bin. We've got the big one there in the bin, so we probably don't need any more snapper. Might go and head over and have a go for some gurnard. See if we can pick up a few gurnard to take home. Well, pretty much going to call it a morning. It's a pretty cool morning. Actually got onto the snapper. It was quite cool to see that they're actually up in the harbour. Not plentiful, obviously, this time of year, but it was good to get onto some nice snapper there. Actually couldn't let that big one go. He just didn't want to go back. This is a bit of a bummer. So I mean, he's going to get eaten anyway, and I've got a mate that's going to chomp on the heads, which is quite cool. So we had to keep him, but that's given us 5 or 6 nice snapper in the bin, and that's all we need between us. Heap of meat on that big one, so there's no use sitting there for another couple of hours catching more snapper. got plenty in the bin for us, so we're just gonna head off and get back home and clean up and have a munch on some fresh snapper. So hope you guys enjoy, and till next time, Top Lines. Thanks for watching another great day out fishing with real Kiwi fishing. And you can also find more of my movies on my YouTube channel, Real Kiwi Fishing.